All right, it is Tuesday, June 24th. This is the Watsika City Council meeting. Call to order, please.
Garfield,
Here.
Peterson,
Present.
Rowe,
Here.
Pence. Here. DeWitt,
Here.
Rolfs. Here. Miller,
Here.
Mensch,
Here.
8 present.
Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, I need a motion to approve the City Council regular meeting minutes from May 27th.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Roll call.
Rolfs. Aye. DeWitt,
Aye.
Pence,
Aye.
Rowe,
Aye.
Garfield,
Aye.
Miller,
Aye.
Peterson,
Not used to it yet.
Aye.
Mensch.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Next up is public comment, and we have no public. Next up is 7 ordinances that we are considering. You all have copies. A lot of these, I think 5 of these have to do with the right-of-ways for the new water main project on Elm from Brianna to Sycamore for our new water main extension. Thanks to Lauren, got a lot of right-of-ways completed.
Yeah, still working on a couple of them, but the big one was signed off and they're good to go. So you'll see there's more than just because we are conveying 30 feet of our property in the back of Marquise in exchange of the right of way out front. So
Behind MediaCom. Okay, you all look at ordinances. Do you see any that you would like to pull out or discuss?
Do we need any discussion on Donovan Park?
yeah, so I think we mentioned previously that we've been working several years to get Donovan Park transferred over to the city. The city does not own Donovan Park. There's a 100-year trust that's been maintaining it. They have fizzled out. They're running out of money. The trust isn't gaining. They're not getting donations. We've been maintaining it as far as mowing and weed whacking it and cleaning it up for the last 3 years. There's a lot of equipment that's in dire need of repair. Some of it just needs to be removed. So we've been working with Mr. Kankar over there and then Dick Airy, getting things transferred over. Dick is getting signatures from all the trustees. The title company is on board. Once he gets those signatures, we should be able to get this taken care of. We don't need a closing or anything according to the title company, so.
Anything else?
And they will be transferring over any remaining funds that they have available to the city to help with any improvements needed.
And then that resolution for Cherry Street?
So that is transferring MFT funds to subsidize the lack. We have about $150,000 in that road bond. So we're lacking funds to complete that. I think it was estimated about $280,000. Engineering's about complete on that. So I'm hoping to go out to bid maybe July, early July. So that resolution is just moving MFT funds.
Anything else? No more discussions? Do I have a motion and a second to accept
I'll make that
the
motion.
ordinances as read?
I'll make that motion.
I will second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Can we do that?
You gotta do roll call.
Roll call.
Ordinances are roll call.
Roll call, sorry.
All right, we're setting, and then we'll accept. Okay, Pence,
Aye.
Peterson,
Aye.
Miller,
Aye.
Garfield,
Aye.
DeWitt,
Yes.
Mensch,
Aye.
Rolfs. Rowe.
Aye.
Motion carried. Now we'll accept.
Okay, now we have the consent agenda for all the same ordinances. I need a motion and a second to accept the consent agenda.
So move.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Roll call.
Garfield,
Aye.
Rowe,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
DeWitt,
Yes.
Pence,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Rolfs. Mensch.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Next up is the standing committees, finance, legal, and audit. We have claims in the amount of $533,051.04. I'll make that motion. Nope, I can't.
I'll make the motion.
Sorry.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Miller,
Aye.
DeWitt,
Yes.
Rowe,
Aye.
Mensch.
Aye.
Garfield,
Yes.
Pence,
Aye.
Peterson,
Aye.
Rolfs. Motion carried.
Accept and place on file the May Treasurer's Report. Need a motion and a second.
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 Roll call, please.
Peterson,
Aye.
Rolfs. DeWitt,
Yes.
Pence,
Aye.
Miller,
Yes.
Rowe,
Yes.
Garfield,
Yes.
Mensch.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Approve the balanced budget for the fiscal year 25 and 26. I know you guys don't have copies of it, but it went to Fox twice. If you'd like a copy of the budget, 60 pages long, welcome to get it. But it is a balanced budget. If you want, how you guys want to handle this? If you want to approve it,
I'd like to see it before I vote on it.
okay? All right, so we're gonna table this for now.
Well, keep in mind, we gotta have the appropriation approved at the next meeting, so whatever it is, put it out there so that people can look at it, and then I'm gonna draft the appropriation based on it, so
Okay,
any changes you guys have, you gotta let me know.
okay. Next up is, we had a presentation for community digital displays signs. And, we are talking about a maximum of 2 signs that we could obtain at no cost to the city. And we approved it through committee. So I need a motion and a second.
Second.
I have a motion and a second.
Do we have locations yet? No.
No. Those will be determined by, Bill and the city.
Okay, so that would come back up for vote, locations?
Do we need to vote for locations?
It's their sign, let them put it where they want it.
Well, it'd be between us and,
I was just
Between-
asking if we had locations yet.
Okay.
No, but it'll be something that we'll all have to approve.
I was just asking if we had locations.
so we're not approving this, or are we approving this?
No, I was just asking if we have locations.
No.
That's all I was asking.
We got no
about.
locations that I know of.
Okay.
You have a motion and a second, Mayor.
Okay, roll call.
Rowe,
Yes.
Mensch.
Yes.
Garfield,
Yes.
Rolfs. Peterson,
Aye.
Miller,
Aye.
Pence,
Aye.
DeWitt.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next up is install an Eagle Eye camera monitor system in the PD squad room from Reuter Technologies for $1486.95,
And that's for the parks?
and that is for the parks. That does not include the TV monitor that I said I would get from Walmart. And it looked like it was $628, I believe, for a TV. That does not include it in that price, so that price does not include the monitor. Any further discussion? Okay, I need a motion in a second.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Garfield,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
Rowe,
Yes.
Pence,
Yes.
DeWitt,
Yes.
Rolfs. Miller,
Yes.
Mensch.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next up is install AV solutions for the council chambers from Reuter Technologies. $4,242. And this was for 2 locations here in the chamber. If you only want to do one, it's fine too, whichever we want to decide to do. We don't have to do 2. I just thought that 2 would be maximum that we would ever need in here.
One on that side and one on this side, right? Okay. Yeah.
Yes, or one here, or just one here, however you want to handle it. This quote is for 2 units and does not include the monitors.
And they're the same price, is that 628?
Yeah. So, any further discussion? Any other comments? Okay, I need a motion in a second.
I'll make that second.
Okay, motion in a second. Roll call, please.
Rolfs,
Aye.
DeWitt,
Aye.
Pence,
Aye.
Bro,
Aye.
Garfield,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
Mensch.
Yes.
Motion carried.
The electrical work for that equipment, the AV Solutions, in the council chambers, I actually got 2 quotes after the agenda was printed. You should have that in your box, this paper. I had 2 other bids for the electrical work for said monitors in the council chambers. You see what the original bid was from Reuter, and we had 2 more bids. One was for B&D Electric at $630, and Right Way Electrical quoted $450. I met with both of these gentlemen and explained to them what we needed to be done in here, so they both know what was needed. So, okay.
Have we ever had any work with Right Way?
He just started out on his own.
I believe he's just relatively new.
He's been doing it for years in Kankakee.
Okay.
I guess my only comment, he's
It's Lucas Wright, Terry. You know him.
Oh,
he's originally from Watseka, but I think his office is in Kentland.
They moved to Kentland.
It's
Is that the same Lucas, right, that has the
Yes.
Yes.
karate place? Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not Kent. It's rural Kentland. It's right on
Yeah.
the state line road.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, any further discussion? We have a motion, do we have a second?
For
For our
which
lowest
bid?
bid? For low bid?
Which one?
For Lucas,
You said for Lucas, right?
I'll second it.
Yeah. I
Four,
understand.
450, Mayor.
Yes, $450 from Right Way Electrical. And we have a motion and a second, roll call, please.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear those. I was asking you a question.
We had a motion from Yami and a
Okay.
second from Charlie or
Yes.
Mark?
All right,
Charlie?
sorry about that. Thank you. Okay, Pence,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Garfield,
I must abstain due to a personal friendship.
DeWitt,
Yes.
Mensch,
Yes.
Rolfs,
Yes.
Bro.
Yes.
Your motion passed.
Next up is Center Street Productions, $21,000 for videos to promote the city. Last meeting, I read off Phil's letter to the group. The only thing I'm going to add to this is a non-exclusive, not a contract, but
Service.
service, thank you. Anybody can offer promotion materials or videos to the city, and we would certainly consider that. It's non-exclusive to just Center Street only. I wanted to make sure and make note of that.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Garfield,
Yes.
Bro,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
DeWitt,
No.
Pence,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Rolfs,
Yes.
Mensch.
Yes.
Your motion passed 7-1.
Next up is to transfer $363.07 from the 2013 project fund into the Debt Service Fund, 5910-1000.
Second it.
I had a motion and a second. Roll call.
Miller,
Yes.
DeWitt,
Yes.
Bro,
Yes.
Mensch,
Yes.
Garfield,
Yes.
Pence,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
Rolfs.
Yes.
Motion carried.
And that is it for finance, legal, and audit.
Okay, for Public Works and Wastewater, Lauren has got us 2 quotes on some pickup trucks. I believe everybody should have a copy of them. The first one is 1500 Silverado crew cab from Drawley's for $51,972. And the second one is an F-150 4x4 or an F-150 4x4 Super Cab from Watsika Ford for $49,146.70.
Lauren, which one of the trucks been holding up better, the Chevy or the Fords?
I was gonna go with the Ford. We purchased the last truck from Drawley's, so just trying to level things off.
So you're trying to pick one from this 3, right?
No,
Or are you getting all 3?
No.
Just one.
just the two.
We have 1 unit budgeted this year.
Yeah, we have one truck budget. So there's two bids, one from Drawley's, one from Ford.
Okay.
I was gonna lean toward the Ford.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
got a missed.
It looks like Watsika Ford is the lower bid this year.
I'll make that motion. We accept the bid for Ford.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Peterson,
Yes.
Rolfs,
Yes.
DeWitt,
Yes.
Pence,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Bro,
Yes.
Garfield,
Yes.
Mensch.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, the next one. It says replace the new, and how do you pronounce that name?
Xylem.
Xylem?
Yeah.
Okay, Xylem quote, not to exceed to rebuild pumps at the sewer plant. They got 2 pumps that they're gonna rebuild. One is $62,267. The second one is $62,502, so very similar. Total for the rebuild is $124,769, or we could buy 2 new pumps for $201,000.
Yeah, it should be
600.
it should be 201
640?
648. Yeah. We missed
Okay.
decimal got moved, I guess, so
Alright,
I didn't
alright.
type it. So the reason we put these on here, I'm still seeking bids, alternative bids on new pumps. Everybody's 14 weeks out. So at a minimum, I would like to propose that we rebuild one of our existing pumps and approve one new pump, not to exceed half that 201. And then once I get these other bids in, we'll take the low bidder, or if it's a comparable pump. But I need to kind of keep things moving as fast as possible because I need to get something ordered up. I couldn't get a firm date as far as like rebuild, but you're probably still 12 weeks out on rebuilding it. So I need to get another pump approved, at least rebuild.
That's what I was
Because
gonna say.
August, we're probably gonna see rain in August, and I don't wanna only have one pump there, and my luck, it's gonna go down. So we need at least get a rebuild on one of these and then seek purchasing.
So you're saying the rebuild's gonna take 12 weeks?
Yeah, because they still have to get parts, so I'm not gonna,
And the new is going to take 14 plus?
14. yeah.
Okay.
I'll make that motion that we rebuild the better of the two.
I was
And
gonna say, or we ordered 2 new pumps. I mean, but I'm still, it's been like pulling teeth getting these other manufacturers to give me a price, so.
well, the good part is we've gotten a lot of years out of those, and the base of those old pumps are probably pretty solid yet to rebuild. So
So I mean, again, I know, $100,000 a pump is a lot of money, so that's why I was trying to get other bids. They may not come in lower, they may come in higher, so but for that much money, I feel like we have to get competitive bids when you're replacing something like that.
How many manufacturers are there in this type of equipment?
There's several. So I've reached out to Metropolitan, which is a rep. They rep several pumps. And Gas Voda, they rep several other pumps as well. Xylem, they sell their own pumps. They bought up Flight. So that they rep their own pump. Where Metropolitan and Gas Voda, they rep several other pump manufacturers. Metropolitan, they rep Willow pumps that we've got in some of our other lift stations. Gas Voda, they do Gould's pumps and the different ones like that. So, but just trying to get the pump curves and everything the same has been a little bit of an issue. Trying to get motor sizes, impeller sizes, things like that. You have to get everything designed the same to get the same pump curvage to get the total dynamic head of the pump correct, so you're pumping where you need to get it.
So,
And it's a critical piece.
yeah.
So either way, we need to get a pump rolling, whether we order at least one pump now, or we order two pumps, or we rebuild one. I just don't want to go another 4 weeks out. That puts us, 4
Behind.
months out at that point.
Do
Right
we-
now
Wanna
we're,
make the motion?
Do we want to rebuild one, see how it is,
yeah.
and make a decision to rebuild a second one or buy a new one then?
Well, the problem you have is you don't know,
Right.
Wanted to,
you
like,
know,
Well,
how
if we get
far
one
down the
built and
road
it
the
puts it-
rebuild's gonna be, so.
I just know that anything over 25,000, we're supposed to have competitive bids, and I don't have that for the new pump, so that's in your guys' hands on how to handle that.
Well, then let's just make a motion that we rebuild one.
Okay. And I'll, hopefully, before next month's Public Works or even Code, I can
Have bids.
present a second or
yeah,
third
that's a good idea.
bid,
How old are they again?
1998.
So I'll make a motion, we rebuild one of the
One
two.
pump.
Now, do we get that other pump back, just in
can.
case?
You're not gonna do much with it, because it's.
But if we wanted to rebuild it down the line, in case so we have a spare sitting there.
Yeah, they don't pitch anything, they keep things for
Okay,
quite a long time.
just in case we
but
need
yeah,
a
we-
spare, we can get that
Yeah,
rebuilt
I'll tell
right
them to
away.
hold on to the second one until we make a decision on it.
Okay, we got a motion for rebuilding. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Charlie? Amanda?
Yep, you ready?
Yes.
Minch,
Yes.
Garfield,
Yes.
Rolfs,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
Pence,
Yes.
DeWitt,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Rowe.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Sorry for the confusion, headaches on that one, but
It's all right.
All good.
Okay, next one is design engineering services for Second Street water main from Robinson Engineering for $62,500. And I'm gonna let Lauren explain the
so
amount we're talking about.
So there's a couple key components here we have to look at. Our TIF 3 water main project's being reduced in size. We're looking to save about $300,000 off of that project. We can move that fund into TIF 4, which is Second Street. Our TIF 4 funds, we have to allocate and start a project before December 31st this year to utilize TIF 4 and then the remaining of TIF 3 funds. So this is a quick project. Second Street, years ago, we brought our 8-inch water main down Fairman in front of the hospital, north on 4th Street, and then west on Jackson. And we stopped and tied it into the 4-inch on South Second. South Second, so it's 4-inch water main all the way up to South Second. That water main's really shallow in different parts. About 2 feet deep, shallow. That road was cut down and it's been reshaped numerous times years ago. They didn't do anything with the infrastructure below that road. So we've had multiple main breaks on there as well. So we're trying to utilize the TIF 3 remaining funds and then the TIF 4. And then we also have a bond available to us that we need to utilize from 2019 with about 200,000. So we're trying to utilize all our funds, but we have to get this moving before December 31st. So we need to start the engineering now, hopefully go out to bid end of next month, award the project, and at least get this ball moving in order to utilize these TIF funds.
I think this is a viable infrastructure move, and I make the motion that we,
I'll second
I will
that.
second it.
So this was shortened, so this is from Jackson to Washington. We may be able to go further, depending, we're still waiting on some estimates on what's remaining in TIF 4 and what's gonna be available. We may be able to go further. Eventually, we need to take it from Jackson to Cherry, and then Cherry up to 3rd Street to loop that 8-inch main.
Okay.
So, this'll get us the first half of the project completed. If we have more funds available to us, we may be coming in next month to extend this engineering all the way to Cherry Street, but we, at first, looking at the funds, we had enough money to get to Washington. So,
Okay, we had a motion from Terry, and the second was from
Yami.
Yami.
Nick,
Roll call.
one of you.
Bro,
Yes.
Mensch,
Yes.
Garfield,
Yes.
Rolfs,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Pence,
yes.
DeWitt.
Yes.
Motion carried.
And now we're on to public safety.
None.
Yeah, there's nothing there, so
All
code
right.
enforcement.
So we have 2 facade grants, one for the Watsika Theater. We're gonna break these up, correct? To
Yes.
vote on. Okay. So facade grant for Watsika Theater for $5,000. I need a motion and a second.
So move.
Second.
All right. Roll call, please.
Garfield,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
Bro,
Yes.
Pence,
Yes.
DeWitt,
Yes.
Rolfs,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Mensch.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. So second facade grant is for Heritage FS, which is the old BP, for $5,000. I need a motion and a second.
So moved.
Second.
All right. Roll call, please.
Rolfs,
Aye.
DeWitt,
Abstain.
Pence,
Yes.
Bro,
Yes.
Garfield,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
Mensch.
Yes.
Your motion passed.
All right. And then we're on to miscellaneous.
Okay, miscellaneous, we have 3 appointments. The first appointment is John Bell to the IMH Board for 1-year term. I need a motion and a second.
So move.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Pence,
Aye.
Peterson,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Garfield,
Yes.
DeWitt,
Yes.
Mensch,
Yes.
Rolfs,
Yes.
Bro.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Second appointment is Rhonda Pence to the IMH Board for a 3-year term. A motion and a second.
Shall move.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Garfield,
Yes.
Bro,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
DeWitt,
Yes.
Pence,
Abstain.
Miller,
Yes.
Rolfs,
Yes.
Mensch.
Yes.
Your motion passed.
All right, the last appointment is Paula Williamson to the Planning Commission to replace Terry Pence.
Is there more people that are needed for that board, or is?
Yes,
this
they're
is
looking for people.
This person is she's actually replacing, Chris Curry,
Okay.
who moved out of town
Okay.
probably
Yeah.
a year ago, and we just haven't replaced him yet, so.
Okay.
Yes, they are still looking for,
They'll
one or
still
two
be
people.
looking for somebody to replace me down the road.
Okay.
all
All
right.
right. I'll make that motion.
Second it.
Okay, we have motion and a second. Roll call.
Miller,
Yes.
DeWitt,
Yes.
Bro,
Yes.
Mensch,
Yes.
Garfield,
Yes.
Pence,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
Rolfs.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, do we have any other discussion? Miscellaneous discussion, any other subject?
Can we ask the lawyer a question?
Sure?
So how do we go about annexing land in to the city? What is the legal process?
Generally speaking, you get the owner and the electors to sign a petition to annex in.
Okay.
And then you would pass an ordinance. Along with that, I mean, if it's a big parcel, you would do most of the time, they're gonna want an annexation agreement. You'll have a hearing on that and, just do that. Otherwise, It's hard to do unless it's your property or you totally surround another area. If the city surrounds another area, you could force annex them in.
Okay.
So all parties have to agree.
Unless you surround them, yep.
Oh,
And they have to be contiguous too. So you can't annex something in that's not actually connected to the city right now.
Oh.
Okay.
how about 3 sides?
Yeah,
Oh,
3.
It doesn't matter, it could be one side, but
Oh, okay.
it just has to be touching the current boundaries of it.
Oh,
But if we're surrounding them on 3 sides, can we do any more?
No,
No, okay,
you have to be totally around them
okay.
to force them in.
Oh.
okay.
But you don't have to serve them with water, if that's, you can make ways to make it,
Good question, though. Anything else? All right, motion to adjourn? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.